So this video is a bit of a random one, but it's so real because I'm just going to talk about how the people you grow up with and the people that you know, the people you spend the most time with, you are going to be like them or they're going to become like you. Obviously, if you're not the person who pushes themselves, if you're not the person who works towards what they want, then your friends are going to be like that. But if your friends are the people that push themselves, that work hard, that go to the gym, that work on the things they want to achieve, then you're going to actually be like that. And sometimes that's not always the case, to be honest. Like, if I'm being honest, there's there's the opposite guy, and what I mean by that is there's the person who has friends who they might be all right, they might not be too motivated to do stuff, they might not work towards their goals, but that might be the thing that pushes one person from the friend group, or just pushes that person, right? Let's say you've got a family, obviously, right? And let's say all your family just lazy, they don't go to the gym or anything like that. You've got a few overweight family members. That might push you to want to go to the gym, and so that's the opposite guy. But generally, if you spend whoever you spend the most time with, you're going to be like that person, and that's how it works. Like if you just look at people in their 20s, 30s, even 40s, and you look at the people they surround themselves with, most of their lives look identical, right? For the average person, let's say you grow up and you see your friends getting into 9 to 5s, you're probably going to go and get a 9 to 5. You see your friends going out at weekends partying when you're 18, 19, 20. You're going to do the same because they're your friends and that's what they do. And so you're going to copy them. And that's kind of what I call the social mirror. Whatever your friends do, whatever the people that are closest to you do, you're going to do the same. And it can be a bad thing depending on what your friends like, obviously. And so that's what I call the social mirror. Like I said, if everyone around you is doing the same thing, you're going to do it and you're not even going to question it because that has become the normal thing to do because everyone that you know, everyone that you speak to, everyone that you just know, speak to is doing the same thing. So that is normal. And so you do it. And so when it comes to wanting to reach your goals, when it comes to you coming from a place where just being average is normal, you need to be the person. You need to be, I know it sounds cliche and cringe, but you need to be the black sheep and actually stand out and actually fucking make a change. Because if you're just going to settle for average, then you're not getting anywhere. Like, really, you're just going to be stuck in this 9 to 5, which if you want a 9 to 5, I'm not saying 9 to 5 is bad. If you want a 9 to 5, do it. But if you genuinely want to reach your goals, you need to be different and you actually need to work towards where you want to be. I need to stop doing what every fucking person does. You need to stop doing what all your friends are doing. Be different, work towards your goals, and it's as simple as that. Like, I could end this video right here because it's such a simple thing. So off the back of that, right, your ceiling and your like limit is is put by your friends and who you surround yourself with, right? Like I said, whoever you surround yourself with, you're going to become, right? You're going to become like those people. So if you're surrounding yourself with and thinking the thoughts of like being lazy, not doing this, not doing that, and just not doing anything, there's always going to be a limit there to what you can do and what you can't do. Because let's say you just chose the average life, you followed your friends, you followed your family, you did what they did. You probably think that's normal. You probably think that there's no way that you cannot do that. You probably think there's no way out of that because that's the normal thing that every person you know in your family and your friends has done. And so when you're around people like that, there's just a limit and a ceiling to what you think you can actually do. But in reality, there isn't. Like, you can do anything you want. And again, that sounds cliche. Everyone says this, but anything is possible. It's just that your beliefs and your belief systems just don't believe that it is because of the people you've surrounded yourself with. And obviously, it's not your fault. Obviously, you grew up around people that might be like that. It's not your fault. You know what I mean? You can't choose where you grew up, but you can change your beliefs and you can change your mindset behind what you want to achieve and what you actually want to do with your life. And a little example of this is a bit of a random example, but let's say you've got a fitness coach, right? Like a personal trainer who does like online coaching, right? Let's say they're posting content to try and get clients, to try and get more customers and try and make more money. Obviously, because when you're posting content, you get more attention equals more clients, more money. So let's say we've got a fitness coach who's posting content to get more money. Let's say we've got another few fitness coaches. Let's say there's hundreds of fitness coaches out there that are all posting the same content, speaking about the same things, posting the same boring fitness tips and stuff like that. They're all going to look the same. And that's because they're just copying other fitness coaches. And those fitness coaches they're copying are also copying even more people. So everything that they're doing is just a copy of a copy. And so when you're doing that, it's literally holding you back from getting to where you want to be. And like I was saying earlier, there's going to be a ceiling to what you can do. If you're copying other people, if you're posting the same content, speaking about the same stuff, you're only going to be able to get the results that they got that you're copying. So you need to be different. You need to be the black sheep and actually do something different and actually work towards where you fucking truly want to be. And in that fitness coaching term, in that analogy, in that example I just gave, post different content, be different, be unique, target a smaller person you want to coach, niche down, that's going to help you be unique, and you're going to get more clients easier. And that's the same as life. Just, you need to master your mindset, master your beliefs, and know that you can do anything. And so trying to fit in, like, genuinely does cost you. Like, again, back onto that fitness coaching analogy, right? If you're trying to fit in and look like every other coach, or if you're not even trying to fit in, but you're just copying people, then you're just going to start competing on the same exact terms as those other fitness coaches. And so what I mean by that is you're going to start competing on the same price, the same amount of clients and stuff like that. And when you're a fitness coach or when you're a business owner and you don't stand out, you look like everyone else, you're going to compete on price, which means you're going to have to charge a low price to get clients, or you're going to have to charge the same price as everyone else and struggle to get clients. And that's the same with life, right? The price you pay is risking your potential. You're not fulfilling your potential. And so you need to do that. You need to forget what all these other people believe. You need to just work towards where you want to be. I know I've said this 3 times, but that's genuinely what it is, and that's what you need to do. And so when you say it worked for them, so it worked for me, you start competing on the same exact terms as your friends. So you just follow what they do, and then you end up stuck in this ceiling of these beliefs that you've got, that you can't do this, that you can't do that, because everyone around you has done the thing that you're just copying them. And so you're following the crowd. You're not standing out, you're just following them because that's become the normal thing to do. So if there's one thing you take away from this video, is try and surround yourself with more like-minded people. Or you might be the opposite guy who has those friends that might be a bit lazy. Might not be too lazy, but obviously you don't want to be like that. Or you might have like overweight family members, like I said. You don't want to be overweight, so you go to the gym, you know what I mean? And so I just want to quickly touch on like the kind of feeling you get when you start to realize that you're kind of outgrowing your circle. Like for me, like I've got friends who are going down the normal route. Literally every single one of my friends is going down the normal route. And yeah, like I still fucking love my friends. Obviously, they're very good friends, and we do a lot of stuff together, that sort of thing. But it's just, it is a little bit lonely. Like I'll admit that it is a little bit lonely because obviously you're the only one building a business. You're the only one who has this kind of self-doubt. Obviously, self-doubt is a good thing, which I've talked about this on another video. But you're the only one who like has this doubt, and you're the only one who isn't guaranteed a future. And you've got no one to speak about it because your friends don't understand it. And that's another thing that makes people just stay in the normal route because they're scared to fail. But failure is the thing that's going to help you fucking learn. I've been in this game for 2 years now and I've learned so fucking much. I'm nowhere near where I want to be, but I know for a fact all this is going to pay off. I know for a fact it will. And that's because I'm never going to give up. I'm learning every single day, and the failures that I go through, I view them as something good because I know those are the things, and those are the things that I need to go through before I can get anywhere where I want to be, before I can reach my goals, because I need to know how to handle those things that I go through, those failures, before I can get there. And that's how you should think too when you come across failures. So what it actually takes is not cutting your friends off. It doesn't take that. I'm not saying go fucking tell them you're not friends anymore. I'm saying try and find other people that are like-minded, like yourself, if you are wanting to actually reach your goals. But you also just need to find that version of yourself that has drive, that actually wants to reach those goals. You just need to build enough of a relationship with yourself and with your thinking that you stop outsourcing your decisions to what other people do, right? And so you need to stop doing what other people are doing. You need to just stop settling for average, because everyone's got goals. You know you want to do this, you know you want to do that, and whatever it is, go and fucking chase it. But if you're sat there thinking, no one else has done that in my family, no one else has done that, so how am I going to do it? You can do it. Anything is possible. And you honestly just need to start working towards where you want to be, because 50 years from now, are you really going to be fulfilled? Are you really going to be happy with your life if you haven't done the thing that you want to do? Think about that. So, yeah. Appreciate you watching. Quite a deep video, but it's a real one. And some people need to start realizing that anything is possible, and you need to get rid of those limiting beliefs. So, cheers for watching.